You're watching Beet Farmin Mitch.
Welcome to the Red River Valley of North Dakota. A land flowing with milk and honey. You're watching Beet Farmin Mitch. Yeah, we got a problem here. I guess I'm out of lunch already. Alright, here we are. Another day, another field. So I'm in the row cultivator again, and so we're actually just doing our second time through everything. And so we do our first time, and then we do the second time with the hillers on, which in last week's video I showed us putting those on and kind of gearing up with that. So we're just starting to go through everything for the second time. So we'll take a peek at the hillers. Also, if you can't tell, I definitely have a cold, so it's been kind of a long week, but we're getting through it. So this is the cultivator sweep. Oh, wow, that sounds weird. So this is the cultivator sweep out of the ground, and these are the hillers that we put on, and basically it just kind of helps roll the dirt over so it fills in the row there. So now that we got these in the ground, we've gone for a little bit. You can see how it definitely pulls them up more. And if you look here where we've gone, there's essentially a hill now. Kind of throws it in here, and so we do this because this helps when we go through with the knife. We call it the bean cutter, which I'll sauce a clip of that in there right now. So that's the bean cutter. We roll pretty fast with that thing. I think like 9 miles an hour or something, maybe not quite. But that basically helps when we knife these. It'll take 2 rows, slice them into one, and then we'll go through with the combines and pick that up. So yeah, you can see the pinto beans have really progressed here. These look really nice out here. So it's dry under there, that's the thing. We've got a crop now, but we need rain to keep it going. So yeah. Yeah, if you look at these guys, I mean, these look pretty good. They got a lot going on there and not too bad. They're a more bush variety pinto bean. These are the windbreakers, so they're gonna be a little bushier, so they're gonna be really good for knifing. And every once in a while, you gotta give this thing a quick look over, make sure everything's working right every couple hours, do a quick visual inspection, walk around. Things look pretty good. We got the old Wilrich on the Case 225 CVT. Works like a charm. But anyway, it's just about the weekend, so I am going to head to the lake, hopefully catch a few fish. That's one thing that's very restful for me that I love to do, is I love fishing. Whether it's sunnies off the dock or northerns off the drop-off, I have a good time. So that's what I'm gonna do this weekend, and then we'll pick it up next week in this video and see what we got shaking on the farm, which you will find out much sooner than I. Anyway, here we go. A seaplane? Why would there be a seaplane flying over our fields? Oh, wait. All right, everybody, it's time for the lake weekend. Here's my buddy Olson.
Hello.
How you doing today,
I'm
Olson?
doing wonderful. We're a bit congested. I think we have the same sickness, but that's okay. Just us and the fish.
Yes. Oh, there he goes.
You're watching Beet Farmin Mitch.
And here we have an absolutely beautiful sunfish. Look at that color. The blue, the orange, the red.
Well, lunchtime. Oh, what do we got today? We got some barbecue grilled chicken. Delicious. We got a couple dinner rolls with some cheese whiz. We got some kohlrabi, one of my favorite garden vegetables. And we got some oranges. Oh, and we have a little bit of dessert too. Can't forget the cherry pie. Might have to let this cook on the dash for a while. It's gonna get a little saucy. We got 2 wings, we got a thigh, we got a leg. So I'm actually out row cultivating navy beans on our last field of beans we need to cultivate this year for the 2nd time. So I'm excited to be done with that. It's been really nice. This is the first year we've had 2 cultivators. It's saved us a lot of time. It's just been way more efficient because then, like, you know, it's just my family on the farm. We got one hired guy, Uncle Albert, and he, you know, he's getting up there in age, and so we treat him good and we don't make him work too hard, and, you know, we just kind of do things right there, and, you know, it's just my family and I. And so when one of us has to go somewhere for something, one of us might get stuck in here. Last year, I grinded in this puppy, but I loved it, and I still do. But having 2 is really nice too, because then I usually get a little bit more evening time and get to enjoy things. So my brother Casey's in the other one, and I am in this one. And so we're on our last field, and he's gonna finish the one he's working on. He's gonna come over here, and we're gonna have a little row cultivator duel and a little dual action. So you can see it looks a little smoky on the horizon. Well, that's because that is smoke. There are wildfires raging in Canada right now, unfortunately. I've seen this a fair bit throughout my life, but this is probably the worst that I've seen it. Like, I can only see a couple miles. You can see kind of the silhouette of some trees on the horizon, but it's pretty smoky out here. So, and those fires are nowhere near us. They're a long ways away. It's just the smoke is coming down. I think Ontario is where they're at. So yeah, this is my first full winter out of college that I just went through, and I've seen quite a bit of crazy extremes throughout my life. I remember when I was in high school, 2016, that's when I graduated. There was a massive, we got like double our annual rainfall that year. It was bad. We had the crops getting wiped out from too much moisture. Harvest that year was crazy. It was bad. And then following that, we had a massive snowstorm in early October, like a first weekend of October in the fall of 2019. That was also a phenomenon and an extreme disaster too. I remember sugar beet harvest was just mud. If you look at my Instagram page, like the second post that I have about sugar beet harvest, it is just a disaster. That's what it was like, and it was so much worse than even in that clip too. And now this year, it's just on the extreme dry. I think that we're pretty much equal with what happened in the 80s now. From what I've heard from people, I think we had a little bit better luck getting crops. Oh, wow! There is a jackrabbit there. I was like about to run that guy over. He is hiding, but I won't run him over. They always jet out of the way, so no worries there. He's just bailing. But it caught me off guard. Anyway, I think we had a little better luck getting the crops established this year than they did in the 80s, but nonetheless, it's still very dry. We've gotten rains exactly when we need them, and we're a little concerned now because we're really at the point where we have crops. They're not going to be bumper crops. We need rain. If we don't get rain, things could turn ugly pretty quick here. So, but just keep on moving forward, I guess, is the mantra. This guy again, he's just sneaking his way through the rows. He just keeps going straight. He's got to run to the side, and then he won't have to keep running straight. He will find his way. Well, there he goes. That should be the last time he'll have to run out of the way now. I see quite a bit of wildlife out here. I saw a moose the other week. That was kind of cool. You see deer, you see coyotes, you see jackrabbits. Those are just kind of the larger animals. You know, obviously you see lots of mice running around in the fields and all kinds of different critters. Well, it looks like we got a broken sweep here. You can see that one side broke off. So there's the old one. And here's the new one. Sometimes these guys are frozen on here pretty tight. It's like we're gonna need some extra leverage. You know the old two wrench trick where you can stick them together? This might get us through it. Holy smokes! There we go. Whew, I think I got it. Yeah, check out the size difference on here. So there's the new one. Here's the old one. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, this looks fun. You better hold on tight. And the cavalry is here. You can see Casey is going in the second cultivator over there, and we'll keep going back and forth till we meet in the middle and finish her up. So we got the Dueling Row Cultivators going here, covering some acres. This is pretty sweet. Well, that was probably some of the favorite drone footage that I've ever had. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the Dueling Row Cultivators. This is Beet Farmin Mitch, and don't forget to keep it sweet.